Center. Good to see you, man.
It's a pleasure.
He's already had a wardrobe change from some other shows this morning. Mike, let me ask you this. Like, I just threw that number out there, and fans, some people in the media have questioned whether you deserve that much money based on what you've done your first 9 seasons. What do you say to that?
Well, I worked hard for it, and I feel like I deserve it.
Because if the owners weren't getting paid, you wouldn't be getting paid, so it has to be mutually beneficial, right?
Exactly, exactly.
All right.
You talked a little bit about that in a piece that you wrote during the offseason. You wrote it in the month of July for the Players Tribune. And part of what you said was this: I'm tired of being...
Why would you do that, considering that, A, you guys have only been to the conference finals one time, you were eliminated in the first round this year. If you're trying to pursue a championship, why do you think Memphis is that place?
Well, I feel like, you know, we've built a championship team, and we know that we're built for the playoffs. We're a team that's always proven that we can play with the best and beat the best. So just a matter of being healthy, you know, as a team and coming into this season, you know, with a championship mindset.
What does that unity do for you guys?
Well, I think it gives it to professional athletes, so we have to be, you know, a voice for those who, you know, might be voiceless.
What's your own personal reaction to Colin Kaepernick and his stance?
Well, I feel like anybody else in his position might not do that. So, you know, a lot of people are proud of him and, you know, on his side.
You know, a lot of people outside Memphis may not realize that Mike is also very involved in the community there in Memphis. A lot of at-risk kids, you're involved in that. So kudos to you for that. I can't let you go without asking you about your Ohio State squad. Football is pretty good. Oh, it's Michigan State, Michigan. Somebody had something to say about it this year.
Not put anything too bold out there.
Yeah, no, not at all. Mike Conley, man, good to see you. Thanks for hanging out with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Into this sort of thing, Louisville opened the week as 12-point favorites over Syracuse. Now, I am no expert in this sort of thing, but this is a team who easily handled an even bigger number just a week ago against Charlotte. Needless to say, this was my shocked face when it took Rule 12, Section 2, Article 9 of the official playing rules of the National Football League. A defensive player must not use his helmet against a passer who is in a defenseless posture. For example, lowering his head and using the top part or crown or hairline parts of the helmet against any part of the passer's body.
In college football and ask them that question, and he's here now to present their answers. Again, this is before the season started.
Way before the season started, and a couple things. One, we're going to do like a Family Feud kind of thing here a little bit. You know, we guess, whatever. I think Brett's more Richard Dawson than Steve Harvey, even though Steve has the mustache, nonetheless. Before we get to that, though.
Just don't kiss Michael.
Exactly. Plastic lips or not. That helmet there first.
Okay, I'm going to go with the most obvious, Deshaun Watson.
Yes, very obvious. Very obvious.
Easy
Very
breezy.
obvious. Yeah,
Can you get him in order, though?
Oh.
Yeah, number 2, Leonard Fournette.
But you're still good. You're still good.
Number 2, Christian McCaffrey. Hey-o.
Okay, all right.
Now it's...
That's where it gets tricky. I got 3 guys.
For Baker, J.T. Barrett, Dalvin Cook, and then a few other guys. But obviously before this season, now since the season started, you may see somebody like Lamar Jackson after what he did with Louisville
He has
last
to be up
night.
there so far.
Yeah. Big chance for him next week playing Florida State.
Yeah.